Since 2016, technicians at the Miguel Research Institute have been working to prevent coronavirus in poultry. Researchers here at Miguel discovered that the poultry coronavirus is genetically related to the human coronavirus. That makes it more likely they can produce a human vaccine in a shorter period of time.
We've reached like a winning formula for vaccination of poultry, which worked very, very nicely.
As Shahar and his team monitored the human coronavirus outbreak, they saw value in their years of research.
We have a really nice result of our vaccines, which was developed in a new technology that was capable of stopping the infection of the IBV, of the avian coronavirus. I believe that in a very simple step of adjustment, we can adjust our vaccines, which was developed for avian virus, to the human coronavirus.
If you induce an immune response against these proteins, and it works so well in poultry, there is no reason why it shouldn't work in human.
Their human coronavirus vaccine will begin in this room.
At the moment it's for the poultry coronavirus, but in a similar way we are going to grow here the human corona vaccine.
The Miguel team believes it has an ambitious yet achievable timetable.
In a matter of days we are going to begin the production here. We're going to set up all the production process for the human version of the vaccine, and we believe that in a matter of few weeks up to 3 months we're going to have enough vaccines to begin to initiate the preclinical and clinical trials.
Investors and drug companies have encouraged Miguel Institute to take their work to the next level. Once clinical trials begin, however, the regulatory authorities take over.
We are very optimistic. We know that there is still a major step to do with the clinical trials. We hope we will be able to prove the safety of our solution, of our vaccines, and thereafter we really hope it will get to the people.
Safety testing could take months and then up to a year before the vaccine is ready for mass production. To date, the U.S. National Institutes of Health considers the Moderna to be the most promising vaccine. While the folks at Miguel realize the challenges, they hope their head start can be part of the vaccine solution for this global problem.
We really understand the importance of the mission we are in at the moment, and I think that every one of us is recruited fully to do anything we can to advance our vaccine as soon as possible. And really, this is something that we are, I think each one of us personally is motivated to do that, and we understand the importance.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Miguel Institute, Kiryat Shimona, Israel.
Jonathan, great to be with you today. Tell me, you have a big announcement today. What do you have to announce?
Today, our crowd has announced that this kind of project technology, this is not their first rodeo. They've been working on a variety of coronavirus-related vaccines in this area now for some time. But on top of that, this is an oral vaccine, which is pretty much unique in terms of the other candidates that are out there. It doesn't require a shot. It'll work in hot climates in parts of Africa, because we need a vaccine for everybody. In addition to that, the immunity that they're hoping to achieve here is not just one kind. It's both cellular system as well as mucous membrane immunity. On top of that, it doesn't use actually live virus or dead virus in the vaccine. So people who are immunocompromised, who are afraid of catching it, don't have to worry about taking a vaccine that has small attenuated amounts. And on top of that, it is a platform technology that has broad implications, because we're really not just concerned with this specific corona COVID-19 virus, but the whole future threat.
Jonathan, great to be with you today. Tell me, you have a big announcement today. What do you have to announce?
Today, our crowd has announced that we are leading a $12 million investment in MigVax, which is an Israeli company working on the corona vaccine.
This company comes out of the research institute Migal in the Galilee. And they had prior been working on a coronavirus vaccine, but for avian flu, for chickens. And they've been working on this for years. They've proven the technology works for chickens. And then they found that the actual genetic makeup of the vaccine and the target would work, they think, for humans. So we're now backing this project, and we're just beyond ourselves in terms of hope and optimism that this kind of project coming out of Israel's Galilee can bring potentially very, very good news to the world.
What are the advantages? Why MigVax? Why do you think this would be a good vaccine for the world?
Well, first of all, it's based on proven technology. This is not their first rodeo. They've been working on a variety of coronavirus-related vaccines in this area now for some time. But on top of that, this is an oral vaccine, which is pretty much unique in terms of the other candidates that are out there. It doesn't require a shot. It'll work in hot climates in parts of Africa, because we need a vaccine for everybody. In addition to that, the immunity that they're hoping to achieve here is not just one kind. It's both cellular system as well as mucous membrane immunity. On top of that, it doesn't use actually live virus or dead virus in the vaccine. So people who are immunocompromised, who are afraid of catching it, don't have to worry about taking a vaccine that has small attenuated amounts. And on top of that, it is a platform technology that has broad implications, because we're really not just concerned with this specific corona COVID-19 virus, but the whole future threat of additional pandemics. So the world needs definitely more attention on this problem. And we're delighted that we're part of a group, perhaps worldwide, of 70 different projects, if not more, that are attacking this vaccine. But we've got great scientists here in Israel. The group at Migal is quite well regarded. Our medical team has done their diligence, and we're putting our money where our mouth is, literally, and we'll be investing and leading the investment for $12 million in this vaccine. And what's great about it is it's democratic, so that any of your viewers who meet the criteria of accredited investors worldwide can now join together with us and fund this important development and hopefully profit from the results.
You know, a few weeks ago, we were up there at the Migal Research Institute and quite impressed with the progress they've made. And actually, they had a head start, as you mentioned, already studying the poultry coronavirus. You must have done your due diligence. You really thought this was a good investment.
Well, we have I think a first-rate technical team at our crowd who check out different medical investments. We've invested now in a variety of leading companies, as many of them you saw at our summit, such as Site Diagnostics, who have the new blood test with a couple of drops, a wonderful company. Companies like Alpha Tau, who are inserting sort of next generation radiation therapy to wipe out cancerous tumors, or companies like Insightec, who are using focused ultrasound to work on Parkinson's tremors. So we're no strangers to adventurous, cutting-edge medical technology. Our team consists of many doctors and PhDs and leading scientists. And so, as you know, already a couple of months ago at our summit, we had targeted the coronavirus and the outbreak even before we were all on lockdown, before the WHO had declared a pandemic, and said, we want to invest here in leading companies, both in our portfolio and new ones that are going to attack this problem. So our team was sent out. They've engaged with the people at Migal, and we are enabling now the spin out of that technology into an independent company, which we hope will bring a vaccine to the world.
I remember well seeing you there at the your annual summit, and as well reporting on some of those companies that were attacking the coronavirus already. Tell us what's happened from then to now and how our crowd has identified perhaps even more Israeli companies that are combating COVID-19.
Well, so we have in our portfolio perhaps as many as 24 different companies who are in different parts of this equation. And some of it, by the way, is even software that might not seem related. But one of our companies, Cryon, was just reported to have helped the Maccabi health system here hook up critical COVID data to their central database by using robots who basically write computer code. These bots managed to get this hooked up